So I think, well, if I go right back to the origins of strategy as a field, right, it made two fundamental assumptions, and one we've talked about already, which is the idea of an industry, and that an industry exists. And the second assumption is that the natural state of things is equilibrium, that there's a predictability to the way that things work. And what I would argue is that we need to be thinking about change as the norm rather than stability as the norm. And that's a little counterintuitive to how human beings think. I think when we lived on the savannah, evolutionarily, we evolved to think about stability as the norm, and change would be the unusual thing. A big disaster happens in our savannah or whatever, and then things go back to normal. But in today's modern economy, I think we need to be thinking about change as more something that is a continuous experience. And so the idea is, if you can create an organization which is continually exploring, discovering, learning, if you can make the space for that, then you need change management, as in we're going from this state to that state in a big major effort. You need that much less, because what you're making is lots of continuous small changes which accumulate over time into a big difference in the end state. But you're not doing a big change management program, right? And I think that's where companies get themselves into trouble. Most of those don't work. There's research by an endless number of consulting firms which show that the vast majority of those kinds of programs are not very effective. So what I think is effective is if you're changing a little bit all the time, then you don't need those.